Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Happy Star Trek Day. Today is September 8th, and that is the infamous day that Star Trek began many, many, many moons ago. So, 54 moons ago. Well, 54 times 12 moons ago. Anyway, so, today is a short day for a couple of reasons. Not the least of which is you should be watching Star Trek. So, everybody should go watch Star Trek. I think that'd be great. So, that's what we should be doing. It's a holiday. And for your local resident Trekkie, it's a holiday. So, I believe that this time next year I will probably take this day off so that I can have my Star Trek day all to myself. Because everybody should have a holiday. I think Moon Day is a good holiday too. That'd be July 20th. I think Moon Day is a good holiday. I think Star Trek Day is a good holiday. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to the desk and do our warm-ups. So we're going to head over there. All right. I think ultimately, this is, by the way, what happens when you have a kitten, because we've had a kitten here, and he just loves being on the desk. And so he really, 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 really wants to mess up all of my stuff, which I'm noticing he has already messed up, like my camera, which was doing good. Now I gotta reset it. But kittens are kittens, and they will always be kittens, and that's never going to change. Alright. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, when you're doing these warm-ups, one of the other things that I've got here is, this is just a little circle template, right, or half circle template, right? It's just it's a civil engineer's radius guide. It's amazing how many tools civil engineers have that I use as well. So, I mean, I sit there and I'm just happy as a clam going over to a spot where civil engineers, you know, like go to a store where all the civil engineer tools are. In fact, I'm going to walk away with my father's drafting tools. He's about to send them up to me with my sister, who will be here in a week or so. She's going to drive up here to visit with me, and she's right now at my dad's house, and he's like, well, I got all these drafting tools. You want all these drafting tools? And I'm like, yes, I want all those drafting tools. Oh my goodness. Digital drawing is great, and I am a complete digital drawing convert. However, there always will be something special about hand drawing, actually drawing on the paper with physical tools. There will always be something special about that. So, this is also to do the practice that we were just doing. I'm going to go ahead and just draw a couple of curves here. Just like we were before. Right? So we'll use the template there, set down those curves, and here we go. Right? Loosen the elbow, loosen the wrist, loosen the shoulder, and we start to practice. Wow, this is harder than it looks. Six, 7, 8. I can see already I've got quite a bit of like distance, like especially here and here where I'm wobbling. But one of the things that I think is very interesting is right here. Right? I'm actually looking at the pencil right there. Which means that consistently I came to the top of this curve, turned around, went down, turned around, and came back out again. Consistently. So there's a certain amount of constant motion that I'm missing somewhere when I come around that curve. Like it'll come around and it'll dip down, come back up. Let's do the inner one. 1. We've got the same kind of thing going. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. What you're not seeing, because it's kind of hard to see with all these different lines, ideally it'd be better for me to do this with multiple different colors so that each color represents a different line. But what I'm noticing is my first line looks kind of like this, and then each successive line gets straighter and straighter and straighter, right? So that's what I'm noticing really when I look at the way that this is coming down. So we got one more curve in here. I'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Always remember to put the caps back on your pens. We're doing great here on this. Are these beautiful? Are these perfect? Haha! No, of course not. That's not the point. The point always is to do the best that you possibly can. Okay, we've warmed up. Warmed up a little. Feel like we kind of got the arm going here, got the shoulder doing well, things like that. Let's head back over to the table. All right. Tab, sorry. Sorry, guys. All right. So let's look back over at my monitor. So yesterday we were working a little on this piece. And what we've got going on with this piece is we have a lot of, it's just, I feel like it's not as dynamic as it could be. I mean, it's a great piece and I'm okay with it. But let's look at this critically, right? Compared to where we were, we're fine. I mean, I've obviously grown. But some of the pieces that I see on Instagram, and I'm not doing the compare yourself to other artists, and I feel like I'm not pushing out there far enough. I have always felt that this was sort of my primary issue, is that it doesn't, I'm not as dramatic, dynamic. And I wonder if that has something to do with using maquettes. And this is something I've thought about a lot. I'm kind of trying to figure out whether this is a thing that I really need to work on, or whether it's something that I don't need to work on and it's all good. So it's kind of a thought process that I'm going through, but I feel like I'm never as dramatic. Or I guess I should say, I want to be more dramatic. There's a piece missing So, our journey for the next couple of months is to push the drama until I can get that drama out. And you can go with me on this journey. I think that's a great idea. I think you can just join me on this. But I'm only going to be on for 15 minutes today because it's Star Trek Day, guys. And we really all should be watching Star Trek. That's just my feeling on this whole thing. You don't have to watch Star Trek, of course. But I have to watch Star Trek. You know, it's kind of a requirement. It is, after all, September 8th. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Star Trek, where have you been? Star Trek started on September 8th, 1966. The first episode out there was The Man Trap, and it was an interesting episode, and it's a lot of fun. Not considered necessarily the first episode when looked at with everybody else, but that's okay. It's totally cool, man. And I like it a lot, and I'm probably going to go just happily and blissfully watch it. However, no matter what geekdom you're in, a lot of the geekdom that we know of today is rooted deeply in Star Trek. So even if you aren't a Trekkie, we tip our hats to Star Trek just to kind of say, we're there, we're good. So, okay, guys, this is like I said, it's a short show today just because I want to go watch Star Trek and stuff. And I was going to do something Star Trek oriented here, but then I'm also kind of just like, no, I don't have anything Star Trek oriented today. Tomorrow we're going to work on warm-ups, and we're going to work on some body dynamics. And we're going to see if we can't push some body dynamics. So join me tomorrow for that, and we'll get going there. In the meantime, my little 15-minute show here is about over. So I hope you all have warmed up, though, with me, and those of you who have joined me to warm up with me, go on ahead and do the warm-ups for the day, and then draw something cool, and you can post it in my thread, and that'd be awesome. So, but today is Star Trek Day, so live long and prosper, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and keep your eyes on the stars. Have a good day.